Hello guys, it's me Tab. Today in this video, I will be showing you that they decide to update the character index. I've been waiting for this to be updated because, for example, I've been waiting to see, for example, Miss Scallop. I'm so sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. Basically, the birthday gym in Diamond. Like, I've been wanting to see her so badly because she's like one of my favorite. Basically, they kind of updated like everything. For example, as you see, she has both of her costume. Well, Peacock Pearl has both her costumes. Dragonfly Pearl also has both her costumes, as you can tell. Now, we finally have some of our newer ones. So, sweet teddy bear Elite. The previous worker on the Arrow One, was designed to build underwater places on every Agilite, but this one never really liked their job. On the war, got corrupted. At the end, she found herself on Earth when the diamonds uncorrupt the gems, thus she getting the her bare ears as a funny scar from corruption. She loves Valentine's Day because she loves the hearts. She can be very good friends with Spinel. Ooh, that's really cool. So like she basically kind of got corrupted so that might mean maybe the other water bills got corrupted too. Maybe, or they could have been born with it. Crystal Petalite. A petalite which loves mirrors. She was designed to work with gems that were in charge of designing mirrors, as known as petalites, gives ideas to gem designers who got art block. Oh, that's actually really cool. She could help me. If she was like in real life, I'll be like, hey, Crystal Petalite, help me. I have art block. And Charlie made this one. I did not know Charlie made this one. That's really cool. Costume is her form. She's friends with Morganite? Kunzite? Candy Kunzite? She's friends with mostly pink gems, I see. I have no idea how to say your name. Miss Unite? Unite? I have no idea. Miss Unite, a perma-fusion of three gems that met on a very particular mission during Era 1. From that time, they kept fusion secret, and at one point, they were just one person. Unite, after years of suffering, being apart, they found themselves on Earth, and the rest is history. As we see, Tommy and TimTsuki made this one. This is all through their ports. Era 1, Caring, and this is really cool. I would love to see like if the fusion like just for example let's just say like Arrow 1 like what they all look like that would be so cool because they're kind of stuck as a fusion. We have our marble chick and cherry and chick marbles, two marbles that really never separated after they met each other during Arrow 1 when the war hit. As known, they were used as cannon infinite ammo. These two little buddies ran away and made their own choice to stick together. Yeah! That's really cute. I like that. And then we have their fusion, and this was made by Charlie. I gotta see my favorite. Lily of the Valley Emerald. A little emerald which cut is perfect, but physical appearance was not successful at the rest of the emeralds. She was just born when the Era 2 started into being, so she wasn't put aside due to the bare resources. Instead, she was given some ships to command, but it wasn't her thing until Era 3 arrived. She finally felt where she belonged to. That is really cool. Oh, she's sleeping. She's a sleeping calm person. We have Artis Rutilite. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. A Rutilite under one of the many yellow diamonds conquering. I'm guessing that's it. Ship's fleet. She worked with Neprites, Hessenites, always plotting a ship. She would secretly draw little stuff on the screen ships. Once this got their fleet to almost crash onto a planet when going on light speed. Oh my god. Let's see. We gotta see Raggedy Spinel. A Spinel who belongs to a commander from Yellow Diamond's court. I'm not gonna try that. They were very close, but their range of colors were kind of different. This commander Outright, I have no idea. Got ranked up to more important stuff and never revisited her place at Homeworld Planet ever again. This this her this this her Spinel sitting and waiting for years for her to come back until the message to the universe was broadcast. So, oh, she was left just like Spinel, but instead they got ranked up to a higher and busy stuff. Clover Spinel and Green Topaz. A Clover Spinel belonged to the Green Topaz, protected a high-rank emerald. She was shattered on a battle for a planet by an alien race. This leaving them abandoned in some place. They once found their way back to Homeworld and brought the shards of the emerald for future examinations and possibly to bring her back. They had to fuse to fight alien race who killed their owner. They, after become very close friends, now live on Earth, waiting for that day that Yellow Diamond is available to bring their diamond owner back. Ooh, that's really interesting. I really want to know who this is. We have this one. I can't say their name. Often explore uncalled areas on a newfound planet, thus making them very rare and resilient to any environment. The sad part is that most of the time they get lost and cannot be found anymore, making them sort of unique. There's not much brights anymore. They are giving stripes the more they succeed on their missions. This one has got a lot of succeeds. That's a ton. 200,000 to be exact. She even got a cannon to play with her friends or even to be used to defend herself. Oh, that's really cool. Oh my. Wow, I'm really excited. I wonder if there'll be any others. Most likely not, because as it said, they're rare. Strawberry Kettle is a lively and bubbly gem who lives for parties, sparkles, and celebration with her trusty confetti cannon always the ready. She brings color and joy wherever she goes. Nowadays, she often assists Miss Scallop in planning extra gigantic birthdays and milestones events across the Metromorphics. Showing guests in a pastel confetti and endless cheer, but Cherry Color's history is rusty and duty. Back in Era 1, she and the other Catalytes were assigned to keep Homeworld's tower skies station and high towers free of cosmic dust, floating through space with grace and care to polish the pride of diamonds. Though her job was serious, she always found a way to brighten it with a splash of fun. Now free from her past role, Strawberry Catalyte has turned her energy towards making others smiles, one celebration at a time. Every puff or confetti is in her way reclaiming the stars she once cleared. That is actually so cool. I never know she planned birthday parties with Miss Scallop. That is actually so cool how they're friends. Except it doesn't show her friends, sadly. But it's okay. We have I have no idea how to pronounce this Lapis's name, but I've actually drawn this Lapis. She's one of my favorite ones too. She's very pretty, and Charlie made this one. Yay! A Lapis that's very fond of the vast desert. She's often practices sand controlling along water with heat. This can cause migraines to appear, some kind of magic that not every gem is able to do. So, she found out about Air 3 and visited Earth's desert and lied until she ended up in Beach City and saw a rare island, the Summer Island, and made some new friends. Ooh. Bolite. Bolite was once one of the elite guards of the Starlight Gems, known for her unmatched strength and skill. Unlike the Topazes, whose numbers were many, a single Bolite was enough to guard the most powerful gems. Fierce and loyal, she stood as a protector, a force to be reckoned with. But deep within Buffett was a soft, compassionate longing for a world where strength wasn't the only measure of her worth. When the changes of Era 3 unfolded, she found herself unexpectedly relieved. The old ways no longer seemed to fit. And for the first time, she felt a glimmer of hope for a future where she didn't have to be just a weapon. Despite her imitating exterior, Boya is a quiet leader at heart. She now seeks a peaceful existence, though Though she remains strong, ready to defend whatever she cares about, while the world around her has shifted, Bolite has embraced the change, finding new meaning in her life beyond the rigid structures of the past. That is really cool. I never knew that. We got the labradite. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Strawberry cut. You are not. Oh, wait a second. No, I. Okay. Oh, for some reason it's on the same one. That's weird. Labrador was once a fiercely loyal guard in Era 1, known for her unwavering devotion like a dog to its master. She was assigned to protect an Icarus. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say that because I just don't. Where is it? Alongside her longtime rival, Cat's Eye, though the two fought constantly, arguing over tactics, pride, and everything in between. They never let their rivalry get in the way of duty. When it came to guarding their noble, they were a flawless unit. Now in Era 3, with her own responsibilities long behind her, Labradorite wanders the metamorphics and beyond like a lone vagabond. She rides distant trains, playing soulful tunes on her harmonica filled with echoes of her past life. Though she is no master now, her loyal nature remains shining through in a way she protects the weak and never breaks a promise. Some say if you hear harmonica music drifting across the tracks, Labrador isn't far, watching, listening, and ready to defend again if ever needed. Ooh, this is really interesting, eh? The twins! These are my favorite out of the Christmas badge. I really like it. the the Soullight twins were once a part of the Starlight Gems, a powerful group tasked with capturing the crystal gems alongside Bullet, Ice, and Dark Paradox. They were feared for their strength and cunning. The twins possessed the ability to shapeshift light, turning into other gems and copying their voices and colors when wearing their mask. However, when Era 3 began, their mission became obsolete, leaving them without purpose. White Diamond, their unwavering leader, gave them one last order to guard a train. With great shame, they accepted, unable to def, define her command, and now they watch over the train, struggling to find meaning in their new mundane task. That's shocking to me. Ice was one of the most powerful foot soldiers in the Starlight Gems, born with incredible ability to form any weapon from ice at will. Fierce undialing, she was a force of nature on the battlefield, able to freeze her enemies in place or strike them down with her icy correction. Her power made her a valuable assist, and she relished the chaos and combat of the old days. But when Era 3 But with the arrival of Era 3, everything changed. Ice found herself in a world where her skills were no longer needed and the thrill of battle faded away. The shift angered her deeply, especially when she was forced into a meaningless existence far from glory she once knew. Her hatred for Stephen and the changes brought by this new era grew stronger with each day passing. Now driven by rage and resentment, Ice desires nothing more than to kill Stephen, blaming him for the downfall of her world and the loss of her purpose. Her ice cold fury, my bad, burns bright, and she longs to return to the old days when she was feared and unstoppable. Ooh, that's why Ice always has such a mad look. Now we have more people to add to the hate club of Steven. We have White Shining Pearl and Ice, because they do not like Steven. I really want to know why White Shining Pearl does not like Steven. I probably have to check their lawyer. Dark Paradox was the technical mastermind behind the Starlight Gems, in charge of all the things related to machinery, traps, and the operation of their ship. She was the one who kept the team moving smoothly, controlling the tech and gadgets that gave them an edge in battle. However, when Era 3 changed everything, Dark Paradox found herself forced into a new, tedious role driving the train. This new responsibility grated on her nerves, as it was far from the complex hands-on work she enjoyed. She resented the loss of her previous duties and the lack of challenge in her new position. Still, with no choice but to comply, Dark Paradox drives the train quietly, fuming as she longs for days when she was in control of cutting edge technology rather than managing a boring transport route. Wow. Ooh. What, what, what happened here? Lady Prisman? I think I know who this is, but at the same time, I have no idea. It just doesn't show me an image. I'm pretty sure I do know who this is, though. It's a. It's. I'm pretty sure it's the other one. I just don't know how to really say it, but it might not. Jim Mansion, a towering and shadow estate perched at the edge of metamorphic civilization. Known for her emotionless gaze, and taste for gothic luxury, she commands silence and obedience from all who enter her domain. In Era 2, she once owned Widow Spinel, a lively, stretchy gem whose antics she merely tolerated. One fateful night, Widow Spinel attempted to draw a laugh from her string mistress, but chaos followed. A grand cadabra came crashing down during the act, injuring Widow Spinel and disrupting Lisbeth's carefully correlated order. Viewing the incident as weakness, Prellis Milia abandoned her former servant in the mansion without a second thought, leaving behind the echoes of her disappointment. To this day, President rather speaks of the incident. She continues to host high social gatherings in distant east, as cold and pristine as ever, while the Black Gym Mansion rots under cobwebs and with Spinel's bitter laughter. Ooh. We have Bat Lime Jade. One of the lime jades that were with the Jadeds, all of them harvested. Of course, this one went Roge all on it and became a bat. She doesn't play very well the trump. She doesn't play very well the trumpet though. We have Autumn Pre-Night. Autumn Pre-Night, once a field checker in Era 1 now, embraces the quietly beauty of nature in Era 3. Dawn to the changing season, she lives in a forest where she guides others through change with powers over wind and leaves. She helps those struggling with transformation, showing that growth and renewal can come from even the toughest times. That's really cool. Widow Spinel! Wow! Widow Spinel once served under the Enlightenment Lady Prisma, mistress of the entire Black Gym Mansion. Playful and eager to please, Widow Spinel tried to make her stonic owner laugh, but her performance ended in tragedy. During one of her exercise stretches, a massive condor toppled, striking her and leaving her blind in one eye. Since that day, the mansion became her prison, her sanctuary. Person unmoved, abandoned her. There's something Widow Spinel has never forgiven. Oh, so that's why Widow Spinel has an eye like that. Oh, now she calls the mansion home, weaving webs among the walls like the spider she adores, creature she relates to with the flexibility and solitude through. Once cheerful, she just became a twisted reflection of her own former self, past partner, part ghost of a joke never laughed at. Ooh. So, wow. We have our Cherry Leopardite. Terry Lepidite was once a celebrated singer from Blue Diamond's colony, known for her enchanting voice that resounded through grand halls. During her performance, lapis lazuris would dance alongside her, shaping water into breathtaking displays that memorized entire courts. Together, they created stunning spectaculars that pleased Blue Diamond and left audience in awe. Now living in Air 3, Cherry has traded royal performance for the spotlight of a new stage. Fashion, embracing the freedom of this era, she represents herself as a glamorous model, always chasing the newest trends and styles. Through her past was shaped by duty and spectacle, Cherry now lives for self-expression and elegance, determined to stay at the forefront of Era 3's evolving identity. This is really interesting, oh my. Let's see. We have these guys. Alright, now, pretty much the new ones are pretty much these guys. Lady Labrador, yay! Yay! A perfect cut labradorite that became the top tier entertainment in Homeworld for every high ranked gem, performing lots of shades of songs. Now she became even more famous around the globe due to Earth liking to the idol. She even got her pearl to take care of all the interviews she is required on lots of planets. Lady Labradorite became an intelligent idol. That is so cool. I want to meet her pearl now. Like, I want to see what her pearl looks like because I bet it's gonna look super cool. And I did not know Charlie made this. Wait. Oh, wait. I forgot. Because I remember Charlie, I'm pretty sure, showing us a teaser of both of them. If I'm not wrong, please correct me. But I also see we have our little costume that she has, which looks really cool. We have Miss Scalpel. Yeah! A perfect cut Scalpel, the one and only in charge for guarding the humans at Pink Diamond's Human Zoo. She would guide every human being to sleep, eat, and have fun, and many other interactive activities. She did like her job guiding the humans with her calming voice. When the Era 3 arrived, she wanted to make up for all those humans who just got thrown away at space after passing. Stephen taught her about birthdays. Now she presents for every human's birthday. For every human's birthday at Beach City, and gyms now can know when they were created, this giving them a birthday as well. Ah! Huh? What's this mean? Do you have one? 44? That's something new. I have not seen that. Alright. Royalite. Royalite was one of the elegant overseers of Pink Diamond's palace during Era 1, personally responsible for fulfilling every one of Pink's whims? I think, like, her tantrums or something. Oh no. It's basically what she wanted. Ew. Be it floating bubble shows, porcelain ballrooms, grand carousels, or moments of pure joy. She even owned Princess Pearl at the time, though their relationship has since soared. He is now Prince Pearl in Era 3, and their connection remains strained as the palace foremost centerpiece of coronation and luxury. Riot now seeks to adapt it for the new era, bringing a nature, greenery, and greenery to harmonize with modern sensibilities. Though she shares a close bond with Lazarite, many whispers there are a couple. Razorlight always dodges the topic with grace and denial. What's going on here, guys? I'm correct, isn't she her? This would be really. If they are actually a couple, I would love to see this because it's basically opposite styles attract. I have many OCs that are like that. My Carmenella and Rosa Gate and Explosion and Cherry. Explosion and Cherry are two separate. They're actual OCs. Then Carmenella and Rosa Gate are gems. I would love to know if that's really true. So I'm gonna be like screaming because I just love whenever something's like that. Like, ah! Ooh, this is gonna be really cool. We have Cork Indestate. I'm sorry if I'm saying that completely wrong, okay? Indestate, who is in care of control of the Metromorphics, looking at every screen or publicly that on this metromorphic she oversees anything regarding this city. Anything that happened here was archived by Corkustin in her screens. That's really cool that she is basically like the mastermind behind everything, kind of. Like, she pretty much controls a ton of stuff. Ooh. We have Monochrome Star Sapphire, a sapphire who rose to fame as a dazzling superstar in Metromorphics. Everyone knows her name. At the Grand Ballroom hosted by Aurora, she would captive and enchant every ghost with her presence. She is a radiant muse for gems who design outfits, all dreaming of the day their creations are proudly worn by her on the spotlight stage. Ooh! So she's pretty much a fashion model, kind of. Like, that's really cool. I mean, she does like pose a lot, and she gets cameras taken if you do one of her poses. We have golden blight. I'm sorry if I'm saying a blight wrong or however you say that, because I don't know most how to say most of the gyms like names like golden blight is the voice of Metamorphics. If it's trending, she talks about it. Knows for her electrifying presence and sharp chris- charisma? Oh, charisma. She broadcasts the latest happening live across the city, from dazzling fashion reveals to the juicy celebrity gossip. Her shows are star-studded, often featuring iconic guests from every corner of the Metropolis. For many gems appearing on Golden a Blight stream is a sign they truly made it. That is really cool that she's basically a talk show kind of interview, like that's really cool. I want to really know who's like the people she's interviewed. She probably has interviewed Rhyolite, but that's my assuming because people like saying that they're a couple. She's probably like, hmm. All right. Now I'm not sure if there's been any new badges. I don't think they got to change really more. As Lampore, she likes to teach how to play tennis. She also enjoys the beach a lot. That's why they moved to Little Homeschool to be closer to a real beach. She loves to play in the water and feel the sand on her foot. She also teaches how to play volleyball. I don't think we have any more of these guys, unless we do. Okay, that actually seems to be all. Well, thank you guys for watching. I pretty much just read every single gem that I'm pretty sure was added. I'm pretty sure. Which I had really fun because I love reading lore about literally any single gem because it gives me more information and I mean like it just makes me so happy. Because like for example, without getting lore from Rhyolite, we would have never knew anything about pretty much like if they had any side relationships, for example, Like I just think that's really cool. Also, thank you guys for watching and bye!